guess what? We're live.
Come on and listen to Jess. She got her show is the best. Come on and listen to Jess because the show is the best.
It's Jess the Sky Kid and a night of the round table.
Give points.
Happy 2020! Oh my god! You haven't seen us in like a couple weeks. Did you miss us? Huh? Did you?
Somebody did.
Someone missed us.
Ooh.
Holy shit. So, thank you for all of the human beings who submitted and wanted to be on the show for this next quarter, and for being patient because I took those couple weeks and just was like, fuck it, I'm not looking at any social media really. I've posted a few things here or there, but I think I wouldn't say it's a resolution. We'll see how long it lasts. But I don't have to be married to this show. And I do appreciate all of you who support us and continue to support us. So we're in the new year. We have 2020, this first quarter pretty much booked. We do have 2 dates. We do have Thursday, and we do have the week after that. What date is that? Hold on. The 16th. We have the 9th and the 16th available. Otherwise, we are fully booked. So, let's see. Who can we anticipate coming on the show? We're gonna tell you the upcoming schedule for the next couple months here. And tonight's show is really just like an introduction back into 2020. Hello. So I follow people on Bandcamp, and so we're going to play some new music from somebody off of Bandcamp since we don't have anybody on Thursday evening. So who do we have up and coming? What things do we have in the works? On the 23rd, Griefer, live from Chicago. He is a solo project that is, what did he say? Slow prog rock drone? So we'll see what that's all about. Then on the 30th, we have Car Crash Vacation and Meat Jelly. So a double header. Each band will play 30 minutes for you, and then we'll do a combo sort of video for you. Hey there, what up, boo? On the 31st, Kiff and Josie Spoons have a show in Milwaukee at the Brumman Cafe. Oh, let's back up. On the 18th, Josie has a show at both Hattrick's and the Port. So if you are in the Kenosha area, come out to either of those shows and catch Josie there. On February 6th, we have Audio is Rehab. It is a duo who play 100% original rock, alternative, genre fluid music. So we'll see what that's all about. Hello, Jeremiah! It's 2020! Anyway, and then on the 13th of February, we have Wolf Live. On the 20th, Animal Factory, who we have featured on the show, who appears on our playlists, etc. From Des Plaines. How do you say it? It's French. Des Plaines. There, that's how you really say it. Des Plaines, Illinois, will be making their way onto the Just the Sky Kid show. On the 27th, we have Viewer's Choice, which means you, the people, need to fucking participate and shoot us a message and let us know who you want us to play. If it is a local band, if it is like, hey, I just heard these guys and they're my new favorite group, send us music to play for that show. Last year we did a few shows at the start of the year where it was like the Knights of the Round Table selecting music that we like. So fair warning, if we don't get shows booked, that's what's going to happen. We do kind of go in search of anything that is new, up and coming, and things we haven't heard of, so that it is all new to you. It's always new to us.
Yes, try it. Put your whole ass into it.
Well, at least you tried. You can do it, put your back into it. Anyways, on the 27th, nope, sorry, we're moving forward here. March 5th, we have Ed Chapman. So a couple months ago, we had Elmer and the Ceramic Trees, and he was like, hey, I'm playing a CD release show with this person. This person is now going to come onto our show. On the 12th of March, we have Publicity Stunt. On the 19th, Murder Generation. On the 20th, which is a special Friday night show, we have Stupid Fascist. They're from Green Bay. Holy shit. Go listen on Bandcamp to the new single that they released. If you can figure out the sound, but we should play that. We'll play 2 songs tonight. I'll figure out how to make this work. They're awesome. I really like them. So, I mean, I'm going to introduce you to them. You know what? We got Number Munchers and we've got Pac-Man hands. Knives! Anyway, the 26th, we have Man Random. We've got people who are continuing to say, hey, we're on tour, we're coming through. So we're going to get booked pretty quick here. No news yet on Union Park. Things need to be discussed with that venue owner. However, they're crazy booked too. I think that we've helped them continue to increase their business. And so I don't know if we push our way out. You know, when you're good at something and then you seem to like work your way out of a job, that might have happened, but at least it's for a good cause. So there's tons of music constantly. Tonight, Union Park has an open mic night. And so every night of the week, it seems that they have new music going on. So that's just some news. What other news? Okay, so what is it? The Oscars, which is live February 2nd, will be at Bandorama because our daughter just picked up an instrument this year, which if you don't know what Bandorama is, oh my goodness, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, the Kenosha Unified School District has all of everybody in all of the bands come together and they all play music together. It's super cool. But we'll be at that. But if you're not at that and you're like, what the fuck should I do? PocketEntertainment.org. Check them out. They host something that is called the Oscars, which is OSKARS. It's number 5. Number 5. It's live February 2nd. It's all ages. It starts at 3 p.m. Here's the lineup. Mustard Plug, The Toasters, 2:30, and many, many more. It's at the Locker Room, which is 12762 Main Street, Garden Grove, 92840. That is in California. You can vote and you can buy tickets currently at PocketEntertainment.org. The following categories are what you can select from. I voted last night. Best Up and Coming, Best Reggae, Best Cover Song, Best Not Ska Band, Favorite Venue of 2019, Best Ska Punk Reggae Label, Best Ska Punk Reggae Movie or Documentary, Best Ska Radio Podcast or News. That's where you can vote. You can vote for us. You can vote for us! We were nominated by a few people. So you can vote for us. That's a thing. And then national voting, Best Single and Best Album. When you click on the link, which is available on our page, PocketEntertainment.org, it will pop up California and national. You can vote in both of those categories. Go ahead and do so. In the national sort of voting, they have broken out the bands by division. So it's like Northeast Coast, Middle East Coast, Southeast Coast, Midwest, like the Bible Belt, which sounds funny but is, the Dust Bowl area, and then West, so Northwest Coast and Southwest Coast. So you can vote all over the place. And again, the music venue, the documentary, and then podcast. So
all the coasts.
I don't know who said this about us, but real quick, if I may, and there's a few people, love you, Jess, glad to see you tonight. Love you, Adam. You know what you should do? You should send us more music. That's what you should do so that we can play stuff because that's required. Or you could tell the bands that you work with to come on our show because not only do we have like live entertainment, but we will accommodate bands who are not in the area by hosting a phone interview as long as they send us music to play afterwards. However, I'm going to get really staunchly strict. Those were S's. Oh, I sound like a Nazi. I said 2 S words together. None of you caught that quick. I'll talk slower. If you have music and you're using a distributor, that means DistroKid, CD Baby, Record Union, TuneCore, Orchard Music, blah, 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 insert big name here, If you paid somebody to help you get your music out digitally, chances are we can't play it on our show because of copyright law. Because you signed over your rights. You said, please, sir, I'm going to pay you to take my rights away. What the fuck? You already paid taxes. Stop fucking doing that. I'm not going to give up on this idea. There's been people who have commented recently on our videos. Wonderful show, that's great. Unfortunately, stop there. I'm going to stop you with your comma and your unfortunately. Not true. Not true. We don't have to believe in distributors if we all fucking worked together, which is what we do most of the time online. Anyway, we wouldn't have to pay these people to take our stuff and distribute it so no one else could use it.
But effort, schmeffort.
Yeah, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. I gotcha. That's wonderful. Send me shit for Thursday. Thanks, Adam. Oh, Jeremiah voted the other day. Great. And Jake Daly says hi. Hi. I can see now a little bit better. Anyways, Pocket Entertainment. The Scademy Awards number 5. Again, that's Sunday, February 2nd at 3 p.m. It's $15 if you're in the area. It is an all-ages show. It's at the Locker Room in Garden Grove. Voting ends January 26th. You can buy your tickets if you are so inclined. And then if you scroll down on their page, it says categories and nominations. Promoters of ska. I was stoked. I read this the other day and was tickled. I don't know who submitted us, but it really made me all like, so I'm going to read it. Jess the Ska Kid from Wisconsin. This was submitted January 4th at 1:31 p.m. Underground music show streaming on Facebook and videos on YouTube. Great show. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know who submitted it because it doesn't say, but thank you very much. And all of you folks out there who are watching tonight, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and vote for us. That's kind of amazing. And I would have to say it's amazing on a couple fronts. One, because though I am just the ska kid, I've always and will continue to, until this is no longer in existence, promote all genres of music. I believe in actually unifying people, which means that my way isn't always right. It takes a huge human being to say those words, but you also should start to practice this. That should be your resolution in 2020, is that you're not always right. And it takes a whole fucking village, which means if we want to continue to have people progress in music, which is an art, which is something that we all agree is marketable and a profession, that we have to continue to expand and allow people to do that. That does not mean continuing to buy into the 3 major corporations that continue to run music and own you. And they've done so by, if I could draw a graph, you'd have the 3 major and then the little lines that come off of it. You had to do this in school, right? They're all the little distribution companies that then trickle down and say, we'll take your money to distribute you. There's lots of ways that you can get your music out there just by doing you. Kif has done it. The scraps are on different platforms, and guess what?
All free.
No distribution company.
I put forth effort and it worked.
He was angry, and I watched him, and I let him struggle, and he finally got it. But I'm telling you, if you just take, it might be a half a day. I'm not going to lie, because sometimes the programs suck. But if you sit there and submit your music, you can do it, and you can own it, and you can get all the rights. And that means that when I play it, even if it does get flagged eventually down the road, it'll say owned by and the band, not DistroKid, not CD Baby, not Orchard Music, not Sony. Anyways, I digress. So go ahead and vote. PocketEntertainment.org. Vote for the Oscars. Check us on all the upcoming Thursdays. We will be out and about at various shows because Josie has shows, Kif has shows. There's art shows coming up in March. There's tons of shit going on. So thank you for being patient. We are just but a few of us who run all of this stuff and coordinate. And really it's me coordinating with you and then telling these guys to go do other things. So thank you for being patient with us. On Thursday night, please make sure if you want to hear stuff, send it to us so that we can play it. And then in February on the 27th, it will be viewer's choice. So if you want us to know about any upcoming bands, please let us know and we will make sure to get that music out there. Hi, Ed! It's all about the artist. Hi, Adam. Yes, I agree with you. It is all about the artist. And that's why even when... Here's the thing. Here's a secret. I'm going to let you in. It's like a behind-the-scenes sort of thing. I don't listen, mostly, to the things that come to me. Like if and when somebody books and says, hey, I want on the show. Most often, I'm listening to your stuff the very first time on that Tuesday that is a preview. And then I'm listening to you live. Because I believe in presenting an unbiased opinion. If I listened to you and you're recording with shit, but you play really awesome, then I kind of look like I've put my foot in my mouth, and it's just rude. It's rude. I don't like any preconceived judgments on what goes on the show until I get to see it, feel it, and experience it. None of our interviews are scripted, by the way. I don't write anything down. I just ask people things, and we have a conversation, because that's what real life is. I think too often we rely on an artificial interaction of social media as well as other forms of screen instead of actually experiencing what's happening. I can record myself being absolutely ridiculous without having a script, and those who enjoy it will enjoy it. If not, meh, I'm sorry I wasn't too funny or heartbreaking or emotional for you. Maybe you need different emotions. Get a life. Become a screenwriter. Just kidding. Anyways, I digress. So, we were sitting here discussing, what do we play? What do we play? What do you know about Ska Punk Volume 4 comes out tomorrow, so I can't play any of that yet. But I did get an email notification that Wild Nothing released a new EP, and so I thought that I would play them. They are tagged as like synth indie pop from Blacksburg, Virginia. Wild Nothing. This is called Laughing Gas. Prepare to get your 80s on. Okay, here we go. We'll play this for you. Thank you all. Thank you. Nothing, Laughing Gas EP.
Who got the cocaine?
Foyer was the name of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says the Laughing Gas, the third EP from Wild Nothing, songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Jack Tatum delves deeper into the territory where he thrives, namely the synth and sophistopop of the 1980s. Working with a more mechanical and synthetic framework than his previous release, Wild Nothing continues to delicately toe the line between the organic and the unnatural. These are still pop songs, but there's an underlying sense of uneasiness that threads the music together. I read that amazing.
Again, who wants to go skiing?
Hey, so Adam, I read your little comments as we were listening to music. I would love to go to Supernova. I don't know if it's in the works this year, and I say that every year. Oh yeah, I can. Yep, I was waiting for you to read, but I'll play them too.
I'll read after that one.
Good job. Kif reminded me of something. So, start a petition. Talk to Tim, who does Supernova, and say, hey, because Cooley Ranks is the MC this year. I'm friends with him too, and I'm like, hey, do you need help? No, I got this. Okay. So, start a petition that you want to see Just the Ska Kid on like a side stage, like recording people so that people know what Supernova is. Because I can Google that shit and I can find Tim and I can find information, and there's a few videos, but it doesn't carry the same weight as we do. Hey, so start a petition, Adam, have people sign it, send it to Tim, do that thing, and see. Vote for Jess! See where we can get with that, hey? You're right, stupid fascist. That was what I was going to play next.
Yes.
We have exciting news, but we're gonna wait until like next month to announce them. It's so cool, and I'm so excited. It's hard to wait, but I know. Stupid fat. On March 28th, you can catch Kith as an artist at the Dorian Gray Art Show, 58 Below.
Here in Kenosha.
How do you spell it? Do you know how to spell fascist? You know what? When you don't know how to spell hate words, I don't know if that's a bad thing. Oh, I found it. Hold on. All right. It's a long song, but I want you to listen very intently to the sound bites that this band chose, and they will be on our show March 20th. I was super stoked because I was like, I know them. I know who said this. Think about these things. Especially right now. It's very pertinent that you listen to these things. Like my dad right now.
All knives pointing at you.
All right. Stupid Fascist. This is the 2019 demo. They are from Green Bay, Wisconsin. What else can I tell you? That's about it. Just listen.
Yeah.
Shh. Calm your shorts.
Sir, I'm an inspection making a big power play for SDF. Is there any problem back here? I guess there is.
There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart, that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
Go ahead and comment if you
In
know who's
other
saying these
words,
things.
your whole structure must be changed.
Like the
A
music
nation
business.
that will keep people in slavery for 244 years will thingify them and make them things.
That's almost the entirety of our nation.
Therefore, they
just so you
will
know.
exploit them and poor people generally, economically. And a nation that will exploit economically will have to have foreign investments and everything else, and it will have to use its military might to protect them. All of these problems are tied together. What I'm saying today is that we must go from this convention and say, America, you must be born again.
Good job. You win, Jeremiah.
I'll be in the streets propagandizing every day.
How about this one?
I'll be working with everybody every day. I'll be preaching that solidarity is the thing. The end of a complete wipeout of imperialism is the thing. So if you're going to be thinking about me, that's what Bible will be teaching. If you're going to be thinking about us, all we say is ain't no thing about going nowhere, getting killed. All we want to know is that you're doing what we'd be doing if we were here. And you got to do that. You can't do it unless you believe that you can do it.
Because there's already been the wage freeze. And there's already been this massive unemployment. And there's already been the assault on workers' right to strike. And we have to try to put all of these things together to see where we're going.
There may be people from among the working class or among the oppressed classes who are confused and still tricked into being in the Democratic Party or to going along with the imperialists, but there is no such thing as a progressive, conscious Democrat, a progressive, conscious capitalist, a progressive imperialist. To think that way will deliver us into the hands of those very people that are responsible for fascism.
Fascists. You can catch them March 20th. Live on our show. That was their 2019 demo. Also, they have 80 copies with a pin and a sticker of a limited run cassette that you can get for just $5 if you follow them on and purchase on Bandcamp. Okay? That's cool. Oh my goodness. Hi, Thomas! It's been forever. Hi, Thomas! Guess what? You're coming in July. I hope to meet you in person in July. Here. We could even host him. We don't have a dog. We have 2 cats, but it'll work. So now it's time for gift read. Gift read. It's time for gift read. Gift read. Gift read. It's time for gift read.
I know words.
I feel like each segue needs to have a song. I'm gonna do them myself. Oh, sorry. There you go.
Word.
I did it right. Oh, it's true. I know it's true. There are seldom things that I speak but the truth. Even my stories are pretty much true. I don't believe in being a great deceiver. It will never happen.
It's the 7th, yes.
All day.
All day. Oh.
Do you want me to read?
No, I'm fine. On this day, happy birthday to Paul Revere, 1938. Not that one.
The British are coming.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I was like, wow.
Danny Williams, 1937. Mike McGear, The Scaffold, 1944. Dave Cousins, The Straubs, 1945. Andy Brown, The Fortunes, 1946. Kenny Loggins.
That's funny. His birthday's today?
1948, yes.
We got an email.
Kathy Valentine, The Go-Go's, 1959. Taja Seville, 1972. John Rich, Lone Star, 1974. Chart news, 1961, Johnny Tillotson, well,
Lots of words.
never seen that word before. Name and proper nouns. At number 1 on the UK singles chart with Poetry in Motion. 1961, Elvis Presley at number 1 in Australia with Are You Lonesome Tonight and I Gotta Know.
That is like a run-on sentence.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
record sides. 1967, Normie Rowe at number 1 in Australia with Ooh La La.
Ooh la la.
With Ain't Nobody Home. 1974, Helen Reddy at number 1 in Australia with Leave Me Alone, Ruby Red Dress. 1977, Andy Gibb at number 1 on the US singles chart with I Just Wanna Be Your Everything. 1980, The Buggles at number 1 in Australia with Video Killed the Radio Star. And then everything else is history. 1985, so is this one. I mean, it's all history, whatever. Madonna at number 1 in Australia with Like a Virgin.
Touched for the very first time.
1989, Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan at number 1 on the UK singles chart with Especially for You. 1989, The Beach Boys at number 1 in Australia with Kokomo.
That was in 89?
Yeah.
Ugh.
1995, The Cranberries at number 1 in Australia with Zombie.
I loved that song. I saw that video for the first time after I had my tonsils taken out, and they set a cot up in the living room because they didn't want me going upstairs and downstairs. And I was just like, I also watched a 9 Inch Nails video and a few other things I shouldn't. 3 a.m. MTV was not for 7-year-olds.
No. To some people, no.
Rebel without a cause. I have a cause.
1996, Robson and Jerome at number 1 on the UK album chart with Robson and Jerome.
Funny.
2001, Rui da Silva featuring Cassandra at number 1 on the UK singles chart with Touch Me. 2006, Mary J. Blige at number 1 on the US album chart with The Breakthrough. 2008, Timbaland at number 1 on the Australian album chart with Timbaland Presents Shock Value Timbaland.
Why are you saying it like that?
That's how it's spelled. 2012, LMFAO at number 1 on the US chart with Sexy and I Know It.
That's the hamsters, right?
Oh yes, the hamsters. 2012, Coldplay at number 1 in the UK chart with Paradise.
Do you think when they made that song, they were like, I want a Scion company to take this and make it a fucking stupid hamster commercial?
I'm sure they got paid for it, so they don't really care.
They didn't. They got a percentage. The people who own them do. It's like slavery.
With extra steps. Gig news. 1970, Led Zeppelin played at Birmingham Town Hall. 1974, Aerosmith played at the Michigan Theater in Detroit. 1981, the Police played at the University of Montreal, Quebec. 1993, REM played a Greenpeace benefit show at the 40 Watt Club, Athens, Georgia. And music news, 2011, Phil Kennemore from Y&T died.
Sometimes when they say things in history, I don't know who they are. Is that it?
And that is it for today.
So, catch us Thursday. It'll be a mixture of me and the crew, and we're going to play music that we like. If you have music you like, go ahead, send it. Let us know about bands. Go to pocketentertainment.org and vote for us. And vote for all the other bands too. For the Oscars, number 5. And keep tuning in. Keep tuning in and watching what we got going on. It'll be exciting the next couple of months. So, without further ado, stop using distributors. Think for yourselves. If you have questions, ask. Use your resources. And we'll catch you on Thursday. Okay?
Thanks.